Love can often feel like a puzzle pieced together by the moments we share and the words we exchange. But what happens when you realize that the image you're trying to complete doesn't quite match the picture you had in mind? Today, we're delving into the subtle yet profound ways Stoicism can shed light on understanding love, revealing signs that might suggest your partner doesn't truly love you, even if everything seems perfect on the surface. Stoicism teaches us the virtue of perception and the art of indifference to externals, guiding us to see beyond mere appearances and grasp the essence of our relationships. If you appreciate the insights and discussions we're exploring here, please hit the subscribe button below. Remember, each part of this video builds on the last, so try not to skip any section to fully embrace the journey we're taking today. Sign number 1. Indifference to your needs. In Stoicism, the concept of indifference, especially in relationships, serves as a profound indicator of how aligned or misaligned our emotional and practical needs are with our partners. When your partner shows indifference to what truly matters to you, it's more than just an oversight. It could signal a deeper lack of investment in the relationship. This realization, while unsettling, isn't meant to stir distress but to empower you. This Stoic principle encourages cultivating self-sufficiency, not emotional detachment or isolation, but developing personal resilience and autonomy. When faced with indifference, use it as a catalyst to reevaluate your needs and expectations within the relationship. Are you depending too heavily on your partner for emotional fulfillment? Can you find ways to enrich your own life independently? These questions are about reclaiming your power and agency. Stoicism helps you cope with indifference and offers a strategy to thrive despite it by applying the virtues of wisdom and temperance. This approach ensures that your response to indifference is thoughtful, deliberate, and aligned with your deepest truths. Sign number 2. Lack of shared values. A significant gap in core values between you and your partner isn't just a minor hurdle. It often indicates deeper, fundamental relationship issues. According to Stoic thought, such disparities shouldn't be brushed aside, but addressed openly. Shared values are akin to the structural beams of a building. They uphold and maintain the integrity of a relationship. Wisdom in this context isn't just intellectual alignment, but involves the practical application of shared values. Justice, another Stoic virtue, pertains to fairness and the rightness of actions between individuals. If foundational elements are misaligned, the stability of the relationship is at risk. Addressing these differences openly involves engaging in discussions to bridge understanding, foster mutual growth, and realign shared paths. This practice of dispassionate logic involves approaching discussions without emotional heat, aiming to understand and realign values. If discussions reveal that the values gap is too wide to bridge, consider the practicality of continuing the relationship. Stoicism advocates for a reasoned assessment of whether the relationship supports both individuals' well-being and virtuous growth. This approach empowers you to take proactive steps, promoting personal well-being and nurturing a relationship built on mutual respect and shared virtues. Sign number 3. Avoidance of quality time. Time together is not just a casual component of a relationship. It's the very fabric that binds two people, allowing them to share experiences, build memories, and deepen their connection. If one partner consistently avoids spending quality time together, it might signal a deeper disinterest rather than a mere busy schedule. Stoics believe in the power of presence and genuine engagement in all aspects of life, including relationships. Being physically and emotionally present is a way to honor the mutual commitment and respect of a meaningful relationship. If one partner avoids spending time together, address this behavior through reasoned dialogue rather than emotional confrontation. Assess whether this pattern aligns with your understanding of a committed relationship and whether it fundamentally disrupts your connection. Determine if the avoidance is a temporary result of external pressures or a more significant rift in values and commitment. Stoicism teaches us to control our responses and focus on actionable aspects. Revisit the expectations regarding time spent together and create space for both partners to express their needs without judgment. If the gap remains too wide, Stoicism advises making a reasoned decision about the future, possibly redefining the relationship's terms or acknowledging that separate journeys might be best. Sign number 4, lack of emotional support. Emotional support is a cornerstone of intimacy and connection. A noticeable lack of support might signal an emotional disconnect that can't be ignored. Stoics advocate for emotional independence, but also recognize the strength in supportive relationships. While our emotions are within our control, our relationships can significantly influence our inner tranquility. If emotional support is lacking, first assess your expectations. Are they reasonable within the relationship? Communicate clearly what you need from your partner, as assumptions can lead to misunderstandings. Stoicism teaches clarity and straightforwardness in expressing needs. Understand your partner's perspective. Perhaps they are unaware of your needs or struggling with their own issues. If support continues to be absent despite clear communication, consider how this affects your well-being. Stoicism doesn't advocate enduring negative situations passively, but encourages thoughtful action. Revisit the foundations of the relationship, seek ways to rebuild supportive dynamics, or reconsider the relationship's viability for your emotional health. Sign number 5, non-reciprocal communication. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship, serving to share information and deepen bonds. If communication is predominantly one-sided, it might signal a lack of interest or engagement. Stoicism involves improving your communication skills and setting clear expectations for dialogue within the relationship. Manage your reactions to external events, including your partner's communication habits. Accept that you cannot force your partner to communicate more, but can foster an environment where open dialogue is encouraged. If efforts to improve communication do not lead to change, reflect on the relationship's health and sustainability. This reflection helps you assess whether the relationship serves both partners' well-being and growth. Sign number 6, overemphasis on physical aspects. Balance between physical connection and deeper emotional or intellectual engagement is crucial. A relationship overly focused on physical aspects may lack the depth needed for a truly enriching partnership. Stoicism values harmony between body and mind, emphasizing that true connection extends beyond physical interaction. Reflect on whether your relationship nurtures your emotional and intellectual needs as well. Stoicism advocates for a proactive approach in seeking balance. Engage in discussions about personal beliefs, aspirations, or shared activities that challenge both mind and spirit. If the relationship remains overwhelmingly physical, reassess its alignment with your life's philosophy and goals. Seek relationships that offer balance and growth, ensuring they contribute to your personal and moral development. Sign number 7, frequent criticism without constructiveness. Constructive feedback is a tool for growth, but frequent unconstructive criticism can damage trust and respect. Stoics teach that not all criticism should be taken to heart. What matters is how we interpret and respond to it. Maintain your self-esteem by focusing on your virtues and progress rather than external judgments. When faced with constant criticism, communicate openly with the critic about how it affects you and request a change in how feedback is delivered. This approach seeks to improve the relationship rather than instigating conflict. If the criticism continues despite attempts to address it, reassess the relationship's value to your life. Distance from undue negativity may be necessary to preserve your well-being and focus on more supportive connections. Sign number 8, unwillingness to resolve conflicts. Avoiding conflicts might seem peaceful but can signify deeper issues. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of addressing conflicts logically and calmly. Confront fears of confrontation and engage in open, honest dialogues that respect both partners' perspectives. Create an environment where both partners feel safe to express their thoughts and feelings. Use reason to de-escalate tension and facilitate constructive discussions. If there is persistent unwillingness to resolve conflicts, consider how this aligns with your needs for a communicative and transparent partnership. Stoicism advises proactive steps that align with your values and contribute to your well-being. Sign number 9. Inconsistency in actions and words. Consistency between words and actions is fundamental to trust and respect. Stoicism values integrity and coherence in one's principles and actions. When discrepancies arise, address them directly by seeking to understand the reasons behind them and discussing their impact on the relationship. Open dialogues can clarify misunderstandings and set expectations for future interactions. Stoicism helps address immediate issues and assess relationship health based on virtue and integrity, ensuring growth and well-being in the relationship. Sign number 10. Disregard for your happiness. Considering each other's happiness is fundamental in a relationship. A consistent disregard for your well-being might indicate a lack of commitment or health in the relationship. Stoicism teaches that while external circumstances are beyond our control, our responses are not. Reflect deeply on whether this disregard is an occasional oversight or indicative of a deeper lack of respect. Communicate openly about how their actions affect your happiness and discuss ways to improve consideration and support. If the situation doesn't improve, evaluate the relationship's overall benefit to your life. Stoicism advocates for a rational assessment of the relationship's alignment with your values of mutual respect and support. In the journey of life, embracing Stoicism isn't just about enduring challenges, but transforming them into stepping stones towards a more resilient and virtuous life. Your character is shown not by a lack of challenges, but by your response to them. Thank you for joining us on this journey at Stoic Journal. If this discussion resonated with you, consider watching one of the suggested videos on your screen to continue exploring Stoic insights. Thank you for being part of our community, where we strive not just to navigate life, but to understand and appreciate the depth of our experiences.